Welcome, dear listeners. This is Emma Watson speaking. You might remember me from the Harry Potter films or my work in activism. I'm here to discuss capital T technology and its intersection with our lives. My aim? To engage with this compelling subject and explore some thought-provoking topics. Our trees of discussion begins with Meta Platforms, who are around the corner from releasing a free AI software which generates code. If that rings reminiscent of offerings by OpenAI and Tab9, you're very well informed. This open-source script wizard, if you will, bearing the stirring title Code Llama, may rear its head on our horizons as soon as next week, reportedly. It promises to create a cooperative dialogue between developers and code, aiding them even as they type. This opens doors for corporations to create their own AI assistants designed specifically to suggest code. Additionally, Meta has another trick up its sleeve. Code Compose, an unpublished coding tool akin to GitHub's Copilot, generative AI continues to weave its transformative thread through the business world, as 60% of retailers have already adopted these technologies to aid their associates in recommending products to customers, according to Salesforce. Interestingly enough, electronics and appliances seems to be the preferred sectors for testers. Meanwhile, in Number City, a survey tells us that 17% of shoppers are using generative AI technologies for product inspiration, whereas almost every retailer, 92% give or take, expressed escalating investment in AI than ever before in order to fine-tune the shopping experience. Titans such as Amazon, Shopify, Newegg and Mercari have endorsed the use of generative AI technology manifesting in various forms, including creating succinct product reviews, supporting shoppers online, and drafting product descriptions for sellers. The economic impact. The AI market for retail moved approximately $4.84 billion off the shelves in 2021, with expectations scaling up to $31.18 billion by 2028. Giving human perspectives a corner on tech landscapes, Microsoft had to delete an aided AI article that paradoxically recommended a Canadian food bank as a choice destination for tourists. Without digressing into the specifics of the matter, which was labelled human error, many leaders within the tech industry continue having interesting experiences with AI creations, including corrections and inaccuracies, leading us back to our ongoing dialogue of human versus machine content creation. In terms of understanding where all this tech talk lands with individuals like you and me, especially with rather complex subjects such as deepfakes or large language models, LLMs, it seems we are still lost at sea occasionally. A survey by Pew Research Center indicates that merely 32% of adults prevalent in America grasp that conversation-driven artificial beings like ChatGPT form responses based on data procured from internet. Contrarily, modestly more positive figures were noted regarding deepfakes, where just about half seemed aware of this virtual reality. Literacy levels varied depending on age groups, and hence there's certainly fodder here for future discussions. Finally, keeping our legal professions in mind, particularly regarding automation via AI tools ranging anywhere between contract analysis or simply Googling answers. Examples include Lawgeex designed for automating contract reviews down the line, or Legal Robot doing automated legal analyses, among other captivating ventures present industriously on our radar. You can feel how rapidly technology is evolving, often beyond our comprehension. However engaging we find it, it also stresses the importance today, more than ever, about informed debates such as ours. Until next time, goodbye! Steeped as we are in the development of AI technologies, it's thrilling to report our first AI-centered news. To commence, let's consider the unfolding scene at Meta Platforms. The advanced tech entity is making purposeful strides towards the introduction of a no-cost AI-generated software that writes its own code, an innovation that will share a competitive space with comparable initiatives from OpenAI and Tab9. Notably set for a possible launch just a week from now, this open-source project has been christened Code Llama, as transmitted by The Information. Delving deeper into the details, Code Llama's genesis springs from Meta's Llama 2 language model. The intelligence of this system allows it to extend automatic code suggestions to programmers during their respective creative processes. Adding to that is its ability to guide companies towards engineering their individual AI assistants, specifically such that they are capable of providing code recommendations. Beyond Code Llama, Meta boasts another internal coding instrument known as Code Compose. Although not yet disclosed to the broader public, Code Compose bears resemblance to GitHub's Copilot. As a larger context, let us remember that Code Llama joins an existing tableau of AI devices with code-generating capabilities. Forming part of this grouping is OpenAI's Codex, GitHub Copilot, ChatGPT, and Google's Bard. A testament indeed to the vital role that artificial intelligence is playing in the domain of code creation. In keeping a tab on all the fascinating developments in AI news, let's dive into this recent Salesforce report that gives us some intriguing insights. Nearly 4 in every 7 retailers, around 60% as stated, are currently leveraging the power of generative AI to aid their associates in recommending products to customers. These advances come as no surprise given the trend we see in what shoppers want. They seem greatly invested in using generative AI for conducting research, particularly when it comes to electronics and appliances. Indeed, an interesting revelation, especially for those retailers who are yet to adopt AI. Delving deeper into the statistics, the power of generative AI has already reached 17% of shoppers. They've turned towards this technology to seek product inspiration, and I'm believing they're reaping its benefits. The survey that revealed these numbers shows us a fascinating picture. It included opinions from 2,400 shoppers and 1,125 enlightened retail leaders across 18 distinct countries, which is quite comprehensive. Coming from retail leaders' perspective, a staggering 92% shared that they've ramped up their investments in artificial intelligence beyond what they have ever done before. Their aim, improving our shopping experience. I find it truly admirable when businesses commit to rising standards. Turning our attention towards how far-reaching the impact is, we can already see it transforming the retail industry. Many prominent entities like Amazon, Shopify, Newegg, and Mercari have been open about utilizing AI, from abridging numerous product reviews to lending a helpful hand to shoppers or creating personable product descriptions for retailers. They're indeed pushing the boundaries of what's achievable with technology. Presently valued at a notable $4.84 billion is the AI domain within retail, and this is only the beginning. By projections, it's expected to exhibit steady growth, reaching an astounding total of $31.18 billion by 2028. Education apart, let's indulge in some conversations as well. I'd be most interested to know your encounters with generative AI while shopping online. May it be chatbots or something else. Feel free to share your experiences on our community platform. After all, sharing knowledge only ever enhances it. Drawing attention towards the latest developments in artificial intelligence news, Microsoft recently had to do away with an article hat was assisted by AI, which awkwardly suggested a Canadian food bank as a must-see tourist location. Oddly enough, the AI-crafted excerpt about Ottawa Food Bank encouraged tourists with phrases such as, "People who visit us hold jobs, have families to nurture, bills on their plate, and life is already challenging enough without an empty stomach waiting for you at the end of the day." Certainly peculiar for a tourist guide. Tech journalist Paris Marx was actually the one who stumbled upon this article titled "Visiting Ottawa Soon?" Here's some sites you can't afford to miss. Rather intriguingly, the author was named as Microsoft Travel. After prominent tech media outlet The Verge shed light on this unconventional recommendation, Jeff Jones, a senior director at Microsoft, promptly informed them that the situation was a result of human error. Jones clarified, "It wasn't the work of an autonomous AI or a language model per se, but happened because of unbalanced integration of algorithmic methods with man-made review and approval." This intriguing travel guide ended up appearing on 2 platforms, MSN and its updated version known as Microsoft Start, previously carrying the name Microsoft News. Taking a broader view of this scenario brings to light a growing dependence of organizations on AI-generated articles may lead to such errors from time to time. This January, noted digital media publication, CNET had to revise 41 articles out of 77 due to inaccurate inputs facilitated by their proprietary AI tool. This issue of accuracy doesn't seem only limited to CNET. Also notably, Gizmodo came under criticism recently due to inappropriate factual positioning, missing data points, and an erroneous narration for the sequence of Star Wars motion pictures and TV series in an AI-composed article. So, moving on to the latest happenings in the artificial intelligence world, Recent research from the Pew Research Center has pointed out that Americans have a better understanding of cybersecurity and technology firms as opposed to AI issues such as deepfakes. In fact, numbers clearly indicate that only 32% of American adults were aware that large language models like ChatGPT formulate responses based on internet data they've been trained on. Furthermore, a mere 42% recognized a deepfake as a legitimate video, image or audio replication of an event or situation that didn't actually transpire. When we break down these statistics by age and education levels, what emerges is really quite fascinating. A good 60% of respondents under the age of 30 understood what deepfake meant, while comprehension levels for those over the age of 65 were distinctly lower at just 24%. In terms of education levels, this trend persists. 49% of college laureates were privy to the intricacies of large language models. Compare this with those who hold a high school diploma or have less formal education, hovering at a mere 17%. Moving on to our last update of the day, and indeed an intriguing one at that, we cast our lights on artificial intelligence tools for legal work. In recent times, there's been a surge in AI software developed with legal professionals at heart. Quite remarkable, really. These programs are designed to undertake a wide range of tasks. From drafting legal documents to preparing for depositions, from conducting legal research to answering pertinent questions, and from scrutinizing contracts to creating comprehensive new ones. And among all these numerous functionalities, certain specific examples have popped up on my radar. There is Lex Machina, a platform dedicated entirely to legal analytics. Then we have Lawgeex, which provides automatic facilities for contract review, followed by One Law, a virtual companion assisting you with your legal businesses. Incredibly interesting is Do Not Pay, an online robot lawyer that really pushes the envelope of sophisticated technology. There are also powerful tools like Case Text, a GPT-4-powered AI assistant, Legeye, an all-in-one aid taking care of your varied legal needs, and Caseamine, a generative AI legal assistant especially good at synthesizing law-based pieces. Moreover, we see bigger legal pioneering document automation driven by artificial intelligence principles and Latch promising us next-generation assistance in contracts creation tenets. Bursting through the doors, finally, is Legal Robot, an automated platform of legal analysis attuned finely to its tasks. Shining the spotlight upon such technological marvels, made particularly for legal work, truly underscores not only their significant capabilities, but also the potential they bring with them for the future of law as a professional discipline. That, my dear listeners, is our final news tailed perfectly to the day's end. Truly compelling, don't you think? The way science and advanced AI intertwines with traditional fields like law continues to leave us spellbound here. Today we looked at Meta Platform's upcoming release of free AI software, Code Llama that generates code, offering competition to OpenAI and Tabnine, and nearly 60% of retailers going all in with generative AI to recommend products, significantly transforming the retail landscape. We also touched base on Microsoft's mishap with an AI-assisted article, confusing a Canadian food bank for a tourist spot. The Pew Research Center survey showed us that a small segment of Americans truly understand AI topics such as deepfakes despite being quite tech-savvy. Lastly, we spotlighted various AI tools designed for legal work to look out for. If you found this podcast helpful, do share it with 3 of your friends. And let us know in the comments which AI celebrity you would like to hear discussing these things next time. Until then, take care.